I was so enthralled by
That
those.
was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Absolutely stunning, Tony. I've got tears in my eyes. Absolutely
Beautiful.
beautiful. Thank you for
There
doing
were
that.
there were more to come in about halfway through the service. We've got some more photos that all of you lovely people have sent in. The ones at the beginning were the New Christian Spiritualist Society mums. So Jean's mum, my mum, Michael's mum, my grandparents, and
My mum and grandparents.
everybody's, all of our grandparents.
Beautiful.
And halfway through, I've put a presentation together for us of all of the ones. It's about 4.5 minutes long, but I just love that piece of music. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what is it, Tony?
It's called The Butterfly.
Oh, lovely.
And apparently it's
Appropriate.
about the transition from caterpillar to chrysalis to butterfly.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really sweet piece of music. It's a bit slow for what we normally do. So, yeah, but I thought it was gorgeous and so appropriate for Mother's Day. So we will.
Has Michael put it on Facebook yet, Sweetheart? 'Cause I can't see anything.
Yes, I've got it up on my phone. I've got it up on my phone.
I'll wait. It hasn't come up yet.
All right. Okay. So we will do the usual. I've written a prayer for Mother's Day as well. So we'll have an opening prayer, Mother's Day, and then we'll say the Lord's Prayer, if that's okay. So could we join together, please, friends? And Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we are truly humbled that we are able to gather together in your holy name today. We ask that your blessings be with us as we share our time together. We promise that all we do will be carried out with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. We ask that the world of spirit draw around us to inspire us and to allow us to be used as your vessels of communication. When our service ends, you shall have returned to you all that is rightfully yours, all the love, the honour, and the glory. Amen.
Amen.
Great Spirit, on this special day when we come together to honour those women who bore us, who nurtured us, and who prayed for our well-being, we pray that your love be the sustenance of each and every mother always. May our hearts be forever grateful to all mothers and to you who formed and knitted us in our mother's wombs. Amen.
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 Beautiful.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank
That
you.
was beautiful, that prayer, darling. Absolutely
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Really nice.
Right. I have written this afternoon because I realised I hadn't got a nice poem for Mother's Day. You might need tissues. Just warn you, you might need tissues.
Okay.
Or your sleeve. Or your sleeve.
Or your sleeve, yes. I've just called it Mothers. That's plain and simple. You gave me life and my sisters and brothers too. You brought us up with Dad and we will always love you. Some of you have left the earth too soon. Some when they were at the height of life's bloom. Others have stayed longer, watched their children grow, been proud of all their achievements, no matter how old. All of you mothers, whether near or far, will always have a place in our hearts. You fed us and clothed us and kept us close, never once choosing who you loved the most. You taught us humility, bravery, and right from wrong. Always with unconditional love, we were where we belonged. Some mothers taking children to foster and to care, giving them a family, their home and love to share. Children are sometimes given away, not their fault, they are too young to have a say. Some mothers fell by the wayside and did wrong, but dads and siblings stepped up while they were gone. Giving birth to a child is such a special gift, and a newborn will always give you a wonderful lift. Also, there are those where earth is... I can't read my own writing. Also, there are those where earth is never called home. They go back to their spirit family. They never are alone. Mothers who have their little ones will always grieve. And sometimes children who get ill also have to leave. But they all live in their mothers' hearts, never forgotten, even though they are apart. So for mothers everywhere on this special day, remember your children as babies when in your arms they lay, and to allow our mothers who look down on us from spirit land, one day we will be together again and walk hand in hand.
Oh, that's
Oh,
beautiful.
love
Really
that as
beautiful,
well.
Irene.
It's gorgeous. Typical.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
I said
Yeah.
to my mum, be on from the beginning. She's come on at 6:38.
Oh, bless her.
Well, she's
So
here.
she
That's the main
missed
thing.
it. Yes.
Yeah,
Happy
she's here.
Mother's Day
That's
to every mother.
Yes, happy
Yes.
Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Yes.
yeah,
And in spirit.
yes, yes,
And
and
mums
all
in
the
spirit,
spirit.
of course.
Yeah, yes, and mums in
And
spirit.
hopefully we'll get some mums coming through tonight.
And can I also say happy Mother's Day to all those mums that are in care homes as well?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
So,
Now we come to the healing part of the service. So I will start with the healing prayer. Then we'll have those lovely candles. And then we'll finish the healing with the word Amen. And then we'll go into a video presentation for about 4.5 minutes. Hope it works. So can we blend together our energies, please, one more time as we say, oh, not that. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that
I didn't see anything.
No.
oh,
some music
your mum's
start.
just put on.
She thought it was 7.
No, 6:30. 6:30.
Never mind, she's on.
No, music
Yeah.
started playing through my headset, and I don't know why. Randomly,
It's spirit.
had Madonna singing to me. So, yes, let's blend our energies together, please, friends. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here I bring before thee all of those in need of healing around the world, be they suffering in mind, in body, or in spirit. May it please thee to heal them. We ask for those we know, those we do not know, and for those who have no one to ask for them. May we ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Can I just say, Susie Joe Michaels replied, but yes, Susie, you're so right for all them fathers what have taken place and mums,
Yeah,
because they're just as important. Because my dad had
absolutely.
to with us
They are.
when my mum
Yeah.
passed. I was 12 and my dad become his mum as well. So you're
Yeah.
right. For every father out
Absolutely.
there as well.
Yeah.
But we have Daddy's Day. We have Dad's Day in June, don't we? Father's Day. Is it June? We have Father's Day?
Usually June.
Yeah.
And now, thank you for all of the photos. I just had this mad idea. I thought, it's Mother's Day. Let's have some photos of mums. So
Lovely idea.
I put them all together. So I've run it through so far, and it seemed to work. So for the next 4.5 minutes, we will celebrate all of our mums. These are just a selection of mums that are out there, but just for 4.5 minutes, here are some mums. Thank you,
Beautiful, Tony.
everybody who sent in a
Absolutely
photograph.
beautiful.
It
Yeah,
means a lot
absolutely.
that you've shared your mums with us. I mean, I
Yeah.
know some of the mums aren't Earth side of life anymore, but some of them are, and some were grandparents, but absolutely fine. They're all mums in one form or another.
Yeah,
So
beautiful.
thank you so much for being so generous and sending them in. I was overwhelmed with how many I got. I thought, well, if I get half a dozen, then I can pad it out with some other photos and things. But they just kept coming. They just kept coming. And I thought, oh, good grave. So there
Thank you,
you are.
Tony, for doing that. Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
That's a celebration
Yes,
of all mums.
wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit emotional as well now.
Yeah, you're
So
not the
there we
only
are.
one.
Right, okay. Oh, bless. I've just read Daniela's comment. She has
Yeah.
a mum on her.
Just looking at some comments, they're lovely.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you. So I'll stay on screen and I will join in if I can't. If I can, and if I can't, I won't. But my voice is holding up a little bit now. So has anybody got a link? Paul, you're welcome. You're welcome. I think it was Sophie that sent the picture through for me.
Yeah.
Of Lynn sat in the bed doing that.
It was good, that.
Yeah, but she's cheeky, wasn't she? She was really cheeky with it.
She's really cheeky. She's really, really cheeky. She comes around quite a lot. She's cheeky. Bless
Yeah. Right. If nobody's got anything, can I go, please?
Feel free.
Paul says it's the only picture that I had that I think showed the true mum. Oh, yeah. Bless. Thank you, Sophie. Right. Okay. I got this lady this afternoon and she's been waiting patiently, and she's got a lovely big smile on her face, and I know that she's a to-do of some sort because she's got her hat on and she's all dressed up like she's going to a wedding. She's not the bride, but she's close to the bride, or she's been invited, but she's a close family member. I don't know when this picture was taken, but she stood there very proud, and she's got this lovely hat on to one side, and she's got this most beautiful smile on her face, and she's giving the name of Anne or Annie, and she just wants to come and say hello. And she just wants to, whoever this lady is with, she just wants to let them know that she's okay. She's not giving me a lot of information. She's talking about how many, sweetheart? She's talking about 3. I don't know if that's 3 siblings, because she keeps putting one finger down. So there must have been 4, but one went back to spirit. So she's talking about 3 siblings, and she was at her wedding, and it was one of the siblings that was getting married. I think, is that what you're saying, sweetheart? She's very softly spoken, but she's a lovely, lovely lady. Got a lovely soul. She's not very tall. She's about 5'6", 5'8", something like that. But wherever she went, she was always smart. She had a good job. She worked in an office, but she's not telling me what she did. And she was happy in a job, and she was happy in a home life. And she'd just decorated, or there's somebody decorating, because she's giving me wallpaper and a paintbrush here. She's not giving me an age. She liked, her favorite color was blue, all kinds of blue, and she's, come on, sweetheart. She's getting quite emotional. I don't know if it's this lady or if it's the person that she wants to speak to, but she's talking about somebody who talks with a lisp that can't quite sound their S's properly. It's more like a TH sound. Can anybody take this lady, please?
I haven't seen any comments go up, Irene.
No. Right, okay. Just give me some more information, sweetheart. Just quickly. She liked gardening. She liked to do it, or she liked to sit in a nice garden. She didn't do the gardening, but she liked to sit in the garden, a nice garden, and she had a nice home. And that's all the information she's given me, because she wants to speak to whoever. If nobody can take this lady, that's absolutely fine. I'll ask her to stand to one side, and maybe if somebody can think about it, and maybe if it's if somebody can take her, you can come back to me later.
See, I can take.
Can you take this, Tone?
I can take all of it, but on Claire's
Right.
side of the family, because Claire's grandma had 4 girls.
Right.
And there's only 1 left Earth side now, so there's 3 spirit.
Right.
Annie's left here.
Right. Okay. Would you understand the wedding?
I can see the picture.
Right. Okay.
Of them stood in the hat.
Yeah.
I wasn't at that wedding, but I saw the picture of
right.
Jean, the 3rd girl, at a
Right.
wedding with a hat on.
Right.
So,
Okay. Then let's right. Oh, she's just given me a thumbs up, Tony. So I must be with you.
You've got 2 or 3 on Irene. What's saying they can
Right, let's have a
understand
look.
it as well.
Could be my mum. So I have 1 brother and 2 sisters. Right. Okay. Right. Let me see if I can get some more information, and we'll see if we can get a connection. So if you'll all listen in, please. She's making she's making reference to the 4 siblings, and like I said, there's 3, but I don't know which way round it is. You've said 3 in spirit only, and 1 on Earth.
1 on here.
Right. Okay. She right. Okay. Well, she's wanting to say, sweetheart, that she's so proud of what you're doing, and she's so proud of the way that your life is going now, because you were so unhappy before, if you understand that. Excuse me. And she's giving me this cough. I know that Tony's got a cough, so we're okay there. If anybody else can just listen in and see. Right. And she wants to know why it took you so long to get where you are, because she's been watching your journey, and she's been watching the way you've been doing things, and you could have made it a little bit quicker if you hadn't have been so hard on yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, right. Now, I know about Ben, obviously. She's talking about Ben, and you can take this as well, Jess. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. She's talking about your Ben, and she's saying that he's done the right thing. I'm not going to go into details, but I know what that means. Okay. And she just wants to say how happy she is, because you are now finally in a place where you are happy with yourself, if that makes sense.
Makes absolute sense.
And she's also talking about depression as well. And and I know that you have had spats where you have been a little bit down, sweetheart. And she's, oh, right, okay. Right, would you understand where you have a celebration coming up? If it's not this year, it's going to be next year. I don't know if it's it makes sense to you, Jessie. That's absolutely fine, sweetheart. There's a celebration coming up either this year or next year, and she's not saying what it is, but you will know why she's telling you now. Because there's going to be a bit of a do going on, if you like. So she said, you've got to put your posh frock on. Bless. But you can't wear her hat. It's not allowed. Okay.
He can borrow one of my clocks. I bought 2 for wedding, didn't I, in Cyprus?
Oh, yes.
Not
Oh
been
yes,
worn
you
yet.
did. Not been
Not
worn.
been
Yes.
worn yet.
Right.
Lovely one as well.
Right.
Know which one you want.
She's also wanting to know if you would understand where this new life coming, sweetheart. If you're not aware of it yet, I don't want to spoil the surprise, but she's talking about new life. And I've got to take you to, I know that your birthday's at Christmas, sweetheart. I've just got to take you to, can you take me anniversaries or birthdays, September, October? She's not telling me which one, but I'm between the two.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you. And she's also wanting to really say that she is so, so, so proud of you. Right. You understand? My mum was just talking about weddings. Right. Okay, Jessie. Thank you. Right. And you would also understand. Well, I know that you do, Tony. So I'm saying this for Jessie. You would understand, Jessie, a child or children's spirit side, because this lady comes with a child, and it's important that you know that they're okay. All right. I've got blue as a favorite color, and I've also got oh my goodness, right, okay, who had or has got the vintage car?
Yes.
You know where that is. Jessie, can you take me the vintage car, please, sweetheart? And your birthday's September 19th. That's fine. Thank you. Right. Anything else, darling? This lady's been in visitation. She's been around you. And I know that you know spirits, Tony. Jessie, can you understand somebody being around you? You think that you've seen somebody and you've blinked and missed it. Well, it's this lady that's trying to keep in touch with you, sweetheart, and trying to get your attention. Okay. She's just such a lovely, lovely lady. Oh, and somebody likes the chocolates. I don't know if it was this lady that liked the chocolates, or because she's just put a great big bowl of chocolates in front of me and everybody's digging in. So she's talking about Christmas
weren't allowed to dig in.
Right. But you did. Right. Okay.
No, it's
Well,
very strict. Very strict.
Yes. Well, we're talking about the chocolates, and somebody liked mints. You know, the Fox's Glacier mints. Somebody likes those as well. And your nan loved chockies, Jessie. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. I'm trying to find something to break it down to see who I'm with, but it doesn't matter because you can both take it all. That is absolutely fine. And somebody's got a. What's that? Right. Somebody likes the 60s music.
Yeah, my dad.
Yeah, right. Okay. And Jessie, your nan always eats mints as well. Right. Okay, then. Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there. This lady's so lovely and she's got such a good soul, and she just wants to send all her love to both of you and just keep going. How are you going? And I'm going to see if our Jean's got anything to add to it. And I'm going to say good night and God bless.
You finished?
Yeah.
Because it's all crattled all the way through, so I haven't got a clue. I'm trying to catch it up on there. Right, I don't know if I've got the same link, I'll be honest, because I've got a lady in spirit what's coming through. Not a very big lady height-wise. Nice covering, as I always say. But she's just keeps saying thank you because somebody must have made her dinners and took her dinners to her house if she couldn't get home. Because she's giving me the plate. She's saying they always fetch me dinners if I couldn't get there. So they always made sure this lady always had a cooked meal. Am I still on the same link, please? If not, this is for another link.
It might be. Tony, can you take this?
I just can't hear. It's all crackling.
Jessie.
No, I
Sorry?
don't think. I don't know if Jessie can take any of this.
Have I moved on?
You might have done, sweetheart. Jessie, can you take somebody who used to have the dinners made for them?
Let me try it without. Because... Can you hear me now?
I can hear you fine, sweetheart. I can hear you fine.
But I just know I'll go on anyway and see if it'll come back.
Right, Jessie says my Uncle Tony looked after my nan.
But they must have took dinners, because I'm seeing them plating up dinners, wrapping them up. And if she couldn't get to their house, they always made sure that she got a dinner. They always took a dinner she couldn't get. That's what she's thanking them for, because they always made sure this lady got fed properly and not just bitting and batting. And that's what she's coming in to say. Thank you for that, and making sure that she got fed. Can you understand that, Jessie, love?
Yes, all the time.
Right, thank you, because this is what I just keep getting. And she's also wanting to thank for somebody down here always make sure that people are fed, whether if they go, you know, to odd times, even if they go without, they always make sure that other people got fed and the children got fed and things like this. And she's bringing all this in, and she's that what kind of community it was. So we're looking back where the community was like this, and bless her, she can go off on her high horse a little bit. Thank you, because she's just saying it's not like today where some people can be very selfish. So I know she would have been a lady who would have helped out in many, many ways. I hope I'm not catching this off Tony, only a joke, Tony, but there must have been an issue around the voice box or the throat, because I'm getting a bit hoarse like Tony and my voice is going a bit croaky. So there's got to be an issue around here. If it's not with this lady, then it's got to be with somebody on the earth plane, not our Tony, bless him. It's something else, because it's only come on since I've got connection with this lady. Okay, this is how they're coming on. Can you understand that as well, darling, with the voice and the voice box? I do believe that when this lady could talk, she talked very fast, so she could get everything out what she wanted to say before everybody started having their say. It's really going now, Tony. I think I've caught it. Not really. So there's all this. Can you understand this, Jessie, darling? Because it's got to... You can hear me fine. It's when I put these things in, sweetheart, Amanda. I don't know where I go wrong with them. What was this? Jan.
No, it's Jessie. Jessie Ward.
Yeah, I'm just looking. You can understand it. Thank you. Look at this. And she's coming in on that, sweetheart. She's telling me about from smoking. Right, I've never smoked, darling. So if that's what Eric takes you, that's fine. But I've still got to say this lady would have had an issue around the breathing, sweetheart. Because it's as if I'm talking fast, but yeah, it's if I don't talk fast, I can't get my words out before I have to take a next breath. And that's what she tends to panic about, not getting that breath. I also I can feel the mask, darling, towards the end. So I do know there would have been a mask towards the end before she passed. All right. She's making reference that somebody doesn't drink enough. And I'm talking about water. They don't drink enough water. Because they're making reference to that, darling, that they ought to be drinking more water here. And also, I don't know where I'm diabetic, but that's nothing to do with it. But she's talking about either somebody was diagnosed with being diabetic or somebody's getting checked. Because she's talking about this, darling, as well. I know I heard a little bit about, right, because she's giving me bottles of water, sweetheart. So I do feel that you might need to drink more water. All right. Can I give you the month of April, sweetheart? But she's really going on July. So July month must mean something. Okay, it's got to be important, the month of July. There's an appointment somebody's waiting for. I'm not saying it's hospital or anything, but I do know there's somebody waiting for an appointment to go and have a check or whatever they're talking about here. Okay. All right, darling, what? She's, yeah, an appointment. I'm just asking her what she was on about because she's going on. Oh, bless her. And this lady, I'm sure it's what would have had a corn. All right, darling, we'll send you here, Lynn. Can you understand the corn, sweetheart? Somebody would have had bad corn on sole of the foot. I'm not saying it's this lady, but she's making reference to a corn on solar a foot here. So she's fetching that. And like I said, the month of July does mean something. I want to give you the spring flowers, sweetheart, for the upliftment. Okay. And she's just, oh, God, I haven't had these since I was little. And can I give you a butterfly bun? Where
Oh.
the bun you cut top off and make a butterfly.
Mm.
And she's giving me one of them for you, sweetheart. And I know Tony mentioned butterflies at the beginning, so that must mean something where somebody likes butterflies, or they've actually come out of the shell now and can be noticed. So it could come as a symbolic way, that, darling. But I'm going to leave that love with you and say night and God bless and thank you.
Bless. Thank you.
Yeah.
And nice butterfly bun. See, I can't see any comments or
Oh,
anything. And what's
Oh,
Jessie's been clean 3 years in July.
well
Well
done,
done.
Jessie. Well
Can I
done.
just say-
Congratulations.
That's amazing.
3 years for
Absolutely
me.
wonderful. Yeah.
We worked 3 years for me, Tony. They diagnosed me 3 years ago with cancer.
Never.
Gone 3
Oh.
years. Well done, love. We're a team there.
Yeah. And well done you as well, Jean.
We were only talking about it today. As long as this in my lung
That's
done
never 3 years ago.
18, we were
Wow.
looking. As long
My-
as this don't turn anything in my lung,
My blood clots were 2017.
yeah, just shows you,
Blimey.
doesn't it? Right, I'll leave that then. So can I give this other lady in, please?
Yes, you can.
Because she said, I've been stood patiently, so I do know this lady would be a patient lady. And she's just said, Jenny had to have patience of a saint. That's how she's just put it. So I know that things used to get to this lady a little bit. I'm not saying bad, but I don't know if it was a noise or something. But she said, my voice has gone clear now, look.
Yeah.
But she said, I had to. She said, I had to have patience. And she's coming in, she's a nice lady, not overly tall, I've got to say, because she isn't. I'm 5'6", so she might be my height or an inch smaller, somewhere around there. Okay. And she's coming in, and I've got to say, I keep saying I've got to say, I would say I'm not going to say my weight wise, because I've just had a dress bought now, 3 sizes smaller. My wedding dresses won't fit me, Tony.
Oh, no.
And I would say nice 12, 14. I'm going to go with that size. That because that's how I'm seeing a lovely little waistband on her, she has, as she's coming in. And she's just said somebody down here's got to have patience. So she's making reference to somebody on the earth plane needs patience. Just wait, things will come right, she's saying. Because you're getting, she just said she's getting too impatient. Will you tell her? So I do know it will get right. Can anybody understand a lady like this, darling? What, she was very impatient and she's trying to calm somebody down on the earth plane. What's getting too impatient as well? I don't know which way she's telling me, because I don't know. She's not making that clear. But they've just got to wait, sweetheart. Okay. I do know that there again, they're waiting for some post to come. And it's important, they've got to read it and make sure that they look at it correctly before just signing on that dotted line. Okay, they've got to talk about that. Right, thank you, Lisa. Lisa, I'm sorry I can't get hold of you, darling, because I ain't got your number. Right, thank you. So if you just send me your number, Lisa, and then I can ring you.
Or you can send it to me and I'll pass it on.
So she's talking about this, darling, that you've got to be a bit patient, because things will come. And she's just saying, we know we've had it hard. I've got to go back a good 18 months with this, that you felt this had never come to an end. You thought it'd never come to an end. Well, can I just say, when you get these letters and you sort them out, love, things will come to a head. All right? Things will get sorted. So you'll be fine. I've got to, oh bless her, I've just got to make reference to 2 children on the earth plane. So there's 2 kiddies as well connected. And she's only showing me 2, so if they could be outside, but there's 2. Okay. I can take 18 months too. Right, thank you. So she's on about that. All right then. She says, would you stop? Oh, bless her. Will you stop walking on eggshells, because it's time now to sweep them eggshells up and throw in the bin? So you can understand that, and that comes in with this patience as well. Okay. I know when this lady was on earth plane, if you were poorly, it were a quilt bless her, a quilt on settee, a pillow, and a bowl of soup, whether you liked it or not, because she wanted to mother you. And this is just how she's coming in, where she wanted to roll you up and you laid on settee and got cuddled up. And she's putting that on. Okay. Oh, she's a darling, but she's really getting agitated at this minute, and this is how you're feeling. So we could take Tracy. You can more than 2 kids though. She's only making reference to 2. So unless there's something, I don't want to make it fate because she's making reference to 2. So unless there's something with 2 children, I don't know. She had 2 children, right? So it possibly could be that 'cause she's making reference to 2. They're still children, whether they're in spirit or whether they're on earth plane. They're still as children. So it could be that, sweetheart. Can I just say, when she's just said, I'm going to switch a light on. Will you watch where a light's going to come on, darling? She says, I'm going to switch a light on. So when this light comes on, don't be all let up and scared or anything, because she says, it's me. I want to let you know that I'm here. There's other ways of doing it, but still, normally they'll flicker a light, but she isn't. She's going to put a light on, and she says that light will help you steer you on the right path. Okay. Right, thank you. So I hope you can understand where she's coming from. She said them crossroads are nearer than what you think. They're nearer than what you think. All right, I've got to give you the month of May, and I've got to take you to the month of November, which means something. We've just lost a birthday, so birthday's just passed. Because birthday's just gone. Okay, there's somebody coming up towards end of year. Somebody's coming to a big birthday or a big anniversary, because she's making reference to that, because she's just said, I would have been dusting my new frock off. Right. Okay, darling. So she's making reference to that. Can I just, she's just said something about putting a plug in bath or something, or sink, but water still draining out. You put a plug in, but water's still going. It needs a bigger plug. There's something wrong. Right, thank you. So she's talking about the bath, darling, and losing water. 60. You don't look it on your photo on here. I'm trying to, Tony, you're clicking them up. I'm trying to look at it. I'm trying to get it all sorted out. Right, so she's on about them as well. She's talking about the photos. You've been looking at the photos as well. I don't know if somebody's thought about the family tree or started the family tree. I wouldn't even think about it because I wouldn't know where to start. But she's on about this as well. It's been running through the head. If they haven't done it, they've been thinking about it. Okay. She's just, oh, bless her. She's just given me a bowl of strawberries and cream. So I've got a bowl of strawberries and cream here as well. Can I just put this lady to one side quickly? Come on then, because there's a gentleman just jumped in, and the gentleman is connected to this lady. He would be, I won't say a 6-foot gentleman, but a nice size. And I've got to say that it would be a nice build as well, this gentleman, as he comes in. Right. And this gentleman, bless him, I don't know if he would have lost his hair or he decided to have it shaved himself. Okay, because that's what he's showing me. But he's coming in and he's talking about a Dave. So I do know Dave means something as well. Okay, and he's mentioning a Barry. So I don't know if they're in spirit or on the earth plane. But he's just saying he's coming and he's saying things had got a bit rough. But I don't put my thumbs up like Irene and Tony, but he's saying good luck. You're doing well. You know, put yourself back up on that pedestal. Don't let people knock you down because you are doing well. You're coping well with all the situation, what's going off, as well as all this with lockdown and everything. And he's really wanting to praise you. I don't know if he had a pipe, but somebody's showing me a pipe. So somebody must understand where a great granddad or something granddad would have had a pipe. Whether he smoked it or not, I don't know, but he's showing me a pipe. So there's something to do with the pipe as well. Okay. All right, darling. Oh, and I've got, what is it? And I've got a Raymond being mentioned as well. So I'm going to pass this on to Irene, and Tony's resting his voice. But I just hope there's 2 or 3 in the what said. I just hope you can understand what I've give you.
Lisa
This,
Scott, Tracy.
right.
That's
Yeah,
fine. I just know this is
Tracy and Lisa.
Is Lisa still in then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can't take the big celebration. May is her daughter's birthday. November, my dad's anniversary. If that makes sense,
that was
Jean.
something else. She's just given me now, and I love them. Sugared almonds. Sugared almonds. So I do know somebody would like the sugared almonds, but they like the mixed nuts anyway. So there's that coming in as well. Okay, and the fruit
Right.
pastels. They give me sweets.
Well, Lisa's just said Davey's a friend. Was young when he passed, but she can't take Barry or Raymond.
That's fine. You might, if you can take everything else, I reassure you, you should be able to take the names. You'll find them.
Have you finished up?
Yeah, I'm just looking. I know
Right.
you'll find the names, darling. If you can take it all, you will find the names. And just, I am leaving, Irene, but can I just say, somebody's very good at doing little things like icing cakes, and they could put their hands to anything. They could arrange flowers, they could do cakes, you know, all like that. They're really creative, making the cards and everything. And she says, that's a nobby, keep going, keep going. All right, and I am going to leave it there, Irene.
Okay. Well, Tracy said that she had them as favours at christenings. I'm assuming she's meaning the sugar and almonds because they used to be. So
Catholics used to put them in little bags.
Yeah. Right. Can one of you ladies take a penny arcade? Because, as you know, I work with music and I've got Roy Orbison's penny arcade. So there's somebody that likes to do the slot machines when they go to the seaside, or just for a bit of fun, or they like going around that, or they do the slot machines in a pub or whatever. But the reference is Roy Orbison's penny arcade. Also, I don't know if one of you, your family's fairground, Tracy. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. Right, so you would also understand then, Tracy, where somebody around you is a heavy smoker, because I've got somebody who's like a chimney, literally like a chimney, you know, smoking one to the end or hanging it outside of the mouth, and then as soon as it's got down to the tip, putting it out, and then light another one up from the old one. So you would understand that, sweetheart. Mum made her own cards and cakes, but she's not interested anymore. She's lost her motivation to do. Oh, bless her. And
very good
right
when she could do it. Very good.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that can do. I mean, well, you know me, I do cards and I knit as well. So right, okay. You Tracy, you went to the arcades on the beach, right? Okay then, my love. You can take somebody in spirit like that. Okay then, sweetheart, thank you. Right, I haven't got much more for you, sweetheart. I just needed to reference, because I don't know who this is, but they just came and said that I'd got to talk about the seaside and the penny arcades, and that's why they brought the song in, darling. Right, okay. Tracy, is it? Come on. Right. Is it you or somebody around you that has a bit of bother walking, getting pains in the legs or the feet when they walk, and then your legs swell up, because that's what they're referring as well. They lived there, right? Okay, darling, thank you. Right. Well, will you rest up a little bit, sweetheart? If your legs get a bit too heavy for you, just sit down and have a rest, because you're doing too much, and they want you to rest a little bit, sweetheart. I know that you like to have things nice, and I know that you like to do things your way. You're having a problem with your legs at the moment, right? Okay, darling. Well, all they're saying is rest up, Tracy. Just see if you can get your legs higher than your body, just to sort of rest them up a little bit. I'm talking to Tracy Jane Husk, sweetheart. Right, is there anything else, darling? I've got, I don't know if you like it, Tracy, but I've got to give you a big bag of candy floss. So if it's not you, somebody must like candy floss.
Smell makes me feel sick.
Yeah,
The
I
smell
know.
of it.
And also I've got to reference for you as well, toffee apples. So again, that's all to do with the fairground. And I'm going to leave it there, sweetheart. This lady comes with so much love for you, darling. And I'm going to
Tony.
say good night and go. Oh, I'm sorry, Tony's got something for you. I do apologise, Tony. So I'm going to hand you over to Tony. Say good night and hand you over to Tony, darling.
It were I waffing us.
Oh,
I am.
sorry, darling. I do
No,
apologise.
that's fine. It's only going to be quick because I've asked them just for snippets tonight.
Yeah.
While Irene was talking to you, Tracy, I had it sounded like a woman's voice singing to me, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. So
I remember that.
either somebody makes hot cross buns or made hot cross buns, or you would understand the rhyme, hot cross buns, hot cross buns. As this lady was connecting with me, I saw a ball of green oasis, the florist's oasis, and she was putting flowers in and fern and stuff. So you would understand as well somebody who would have made floral arrangements or be really crafty like that. I know we talked about cards and things, but this is definitely somebody wiring flowers and putting them into oasis to make a beautiful arrangement. And I feel, and this is just the impression I'm getting from this lady, that she would have made flowers for weddings and funerals and christenings and things as well. I'm sorry, she's just said, yes, I used to do hatches, matches and dispatches. So she would have done weddings, christenings and funerals, bless. She's putting a scarf around her neck and putting a scarf ring on, really decorative, like cameo scarf ring. It's beautiful. So you would understand that the scarf ring, I feel like she's handing it to me as well. So some of her little bits and pieces like brooches and scarf pins and things will still be here. I asked her for a little bit, but now that she's in, she's here. She's showing me little collections of things. I can't get my words. Tracy, you would understand somebody here who's having difficulty speaking at the minute because I'm tripping over my words and I feel like it's here rather than in spirit. So somebody's having problems with words, they'll lose track halfway through a sentence because that's just what's happening to me. She's shown me little collections of things like hat pins and brooches and things. So somebody who has lots of little bits and pieces that you would understand as well, sweetheart. I know you upcycle things because I've seen your photos on Facebook, but this lady's saying to me, like me, so you take after this lady in all things craft. And as she's leaving me, sweetheart, she's showing me like teddy bears. So I don't know if you remember you have a teddy bear from childhood or you remember a teddy bear from childhood, but she's just showing me this teddy bear, sweetheart. So I'll leave you with this bear, darling, and say good night and God bless. Thank you. Just need a drink, sorry.
Hi, Stace. Thank you for my little present and my card.
Bless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
I'm fine.
Have you got
Tracy's
another
got
one,
the teddy
Irene,
bear. Can I just
go
say, I saw lots of people putting just little bits up, oh, I can take that bit and I can take that bit. If we're given a message, it's got to be the rounded message from start to finish, really. Some people can take things from the beginning a little way through. And then we manage to split it out. So if we've got 2 or 3, we try and narrow it down. But it's got to be the full message, not just a name here or a date or anything like that. So if you can take it all by all means. But it's got to be the full thing.
Yeah.
Because
the
we've had it in
order
churches, haven't we,
message.
where they say, well,
Yeah.
I could take that name and that date, but not the rest of it. Well, it's all coming from the same person. So, yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
Tracy Shaw Baines, who was the other Tracy,
Yeah,
says,
I saw
I
that.
can take every single piece of this, and I'm in hospital with an illness voice related. Oh, bless you. I will put
I'm
you
not
in
going
my
in hospital
healing
with
book,
it.
darling.
I'm not going in hospital with it.
No, no, but
right, okay. Right.
Tracy James put, I know what it's like to come to 60, love. Gina on 60 next May and Ubs at 60 Jan.
Oh, younger man.
Big
Yes.
sisters. Big
yeah,
sisters, eh?
toy boy. That's it, Tracy, toy boy.
Oh, no, sorry. Hubby's in January, so no. Yeah, it's all right. He's
There's
a little
6
bit
months
older.
between me and Stuart. Stuart's 60. Well, we're both past 60 now, but 6 months between me and him.
Michael's 18
Anyway,
months younger than me.
can I bring this lovely... Oh, go on.
No, I've got a gent.
Go
You
on
got
then,
a gent?
Tony.
You got a gent?
No, I've got a little lady, but go on.
Right, okay. I've told him it's got to be quick. Right, I've got a gentleman that's stepping forward, and I want to say he's presenting himself in a 3-piece suit with a tie, and with a tie pin. So I know he's a very smart, very distinguished gentleman. And I want to say he would be a gentleman as well. He would be very courteous, very polite, very thoughtful chap as he's coming to me. He's coming through with my granddad, so he's coming through with the grandfather energy. And he's also coming through with, bless him, he says he's got the little one with him. So he's brought a little one through as well. And the little one's here to talk to mum. So I feel like this would be granddaughter to, I might have this wrong, but I feel it's granddaughter to grandfather to the mum of this little boy, if that makes sense.
So his great granddad.
His great granddad to the little boy. That would have been an easy way of saying it, but that's not how he gave it to me.
Yeah.
But he's talking
Tracy
to me
says
about.
you're still with him, Tony.
You just described her dad.
Bless. Okay, let me see then. So, he's lovely. He's a lovely chap. I don't know what he would have done for a living, but he's given me this really strong work ethic as well. So I know this gentleman would have worked hard for a lot of his
Daniela
life.
can take it.
Jeanette.
And Jeanette can.
Oh, hang on.
You've got 3.
Got 3 or 4.
No. Come on, I'm not piggybacking. We're not doing this. The gentleman, as he's connecting with me, I know he says he feels like great granddad to this little boy, and he's grandfather to the mum. But I do feel his passing was quick, even though he's a little bit older in years. I feel like he passed to spirit really quickly. So he would have passed with something that would have taken him quickly over to spirit. He's also telling me that this little boy wouldn't have been on earth very long at all. Weeks, maybe a few months, but he wasn't on earth very long at all. So I know he didn't go in the womb. I know he was born, but I know he wouldn't have stayed on earth very long. But the little boy's been back because he's played around, and he's been around and about the family, and he's been seen around the family as well. The gentleman, as he's connecting with me, he's swinging a pocket watch. I hope he's not trying to hypnotize me, but he's swinging a pocket watch in front of me on a chain. So you would understand this gentleman would have had a pocket watch. And he's talking about that still was in the family shortly after his passing. I don't know that it still is. He doesn't know whether it still is or not, but he's talking about I know Jaden went young. I'm just trying to catch up.
So he says that she has his pocket watch.
Tracy, this would be a pocket watch, though, not a wristwatch. It's definitely a pocket watch. the chap is giving me, and I don't like it. Even when I could drink, I didn't like it. Like Guinness, really strong
Stout.
stout beer,
Stout.
really dark stout beer,
Yeah.
like quick treacle.
Yeah, it used to be called. Oh yeah, I know the one you mean.
Don't like
Yeah.
it. I
No.
can
I
taste
get
it
some
as well.
stout
Take
out,
it off
don't
me. I don't like it. So he would like really strong stout. And he's also talking about
I know the Irish love the Guinness.
yeah.
Well, it's out in Ireland, isn't it? The Guinness brewery.
What are you giving me now? What are you giving me now? Working with numbers. Somebody here is working with numbers, so you must understand somebody here who works with numbers. I'm not saying they're an accountant like Michael or anything, but they work with numbers. They're really good with numbers, because he's bringing that through, and he's talking about the step change in career. Now, Jeanette, I'm not gonna kid. I know you messaged me about changing course, but this gentleman is saying to me somebody around his family is doing a step change in career. So it's nothing like it. It's chalk and cheese, complete polar opposites to what you were planning on doing. You're now moving into something else, and thumbs up. Well done for that. Tracy, this is a complete change in career. So it's like we were working in Tesco's and now I want to be a fashion model. It's that different. So it's somebody who's talking about completely changing what they were doing. So from Madhouse at Shepherd's to secretary. Susie, this isn't him, it's here. There's somebody here who's changing careers.
Changing.
So if that's whittling it out, then that's fine. But you see, I knew Jeanette had said she was changing career completely. Jack's good with numbers. Tracy's sons was in the police, now he's a carer. Right, okay. Right, all right. He is showing me. Now I'm surprised he knows what a mobile phone is, but show me a mobile phone with a broken screen. So somebody down here as well would understand where there's the mobile phone with a broken screen. Because I just glanced over at mine, it's on the side here, and I could see this smashed screen, and I thought, what on earth? It's not mine, it's a one from Spirit. So you would understand where somebody's cracked a screen as well recently, because he's laughing about that, because it would normally be glued to you.
Yeah.
And now it's got a broken screen, and it's like, my life is over. Okay. Daniela, you just had yours replaced. Tracy's son's just broke his. Jeanette, do you know somebody with a broken screen? Okay. Whittling it down again. Oh, right. Okay. He's just
Jeanette's
turned
got a
to-
crack in her Apple Watch. That's not a telephone screen, though, is it?
It connects to your phone, though.
Right.
But we'll bear with it. We'll go with it. He is turning around and moving away from his sweetheart, but he has just said a piece of clothing that was left from Spirit is a cushion, and he was very specific. Somebody's made a piece of clothing that was left from Spirit into a cushion.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think that's a lovely idea.
It is a lovely idea.
I know
You
there are
said
people
that
out
once
there that do it.
before in a church. Tony, you put a leather jacket up. Can you remember?
Yes.
Trace. Susie says not with me. Tracy says yes, a shirt.
Okay. That'll do me. I just know it was. Yes, I did. That young lad brought me his leather jacket in, didn't
And
he?
we
And
cut
it had
it
a big
up.
hole in it.
Yeah.
Somebody's cut this lad's leather jacket up, and she went, I have. Yes. The
Well,
only
she
bit
didn't
And
tell her, Tony,
Dan,
she swore.
Karen,
Danielle says that she don't get the cushion.
it might be Jaden's, but a piece of clothing that was left from Spirit. I don't know whose it is, but there's some clothing that's been made into a cushion because I can squidge it. It's squidgy. So okay, that's it. He's gone. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. My Meg makes cushions from clothes of past loved ones, and they're called precious plushies. And my Megan makes them.
oh,
So, and they're all from the people bring her the pieces of clothes, and then Megan makes them into either teddy bears or into cushions.
I've
So
seen a teddy made out of somebody's, Harris Tweed.
yeah,
I know somebody who had one, and they used to make book covers out of them
yeah.
as well. Not book
Well,
covers.
if Megan gets an order, she'll make if they want a cushion, she'll do a cushion, or she'll do a memory bear, but made out of the person that's passed, made out of a piece of their clothing, and she'll
Lovely.
ask for 2 or 3 bits so that they know which, and she calls it precious plushes, and she's doing really well with it.
Lovely.
Our
So-
Daniela's got a
So-
business like that. Well, she did have, she's moved. But she did. Right, where was I
Carry-
now?
You had a
was-
lady, Jean. You
Yes,
had a
I
lady.
A smallish lady, bless her. And I know when she sat on the kitchen chair, her legs didn't touch the floor. But she says in the room she had her own chair. And she had a little stool so she could put her legs on. And when she sat in this chair, bless her, she said she had a table outside with magazines and that. She says, and she used to watch World go by. But what she's coming into is that somebody has a cup and saucer. She'd left a cup and saucer, and somebody still has that. But I think we've moved on, Tony, from where we was. She's coming in. She is talking about Grace. So I don't know if she's mean the song Gracie Mace, or that's a name Grace. I'm not sure because she just said Grace. She's mentioning that as well. And what she's saying is that she had a china cabinet. Now we are going back with these, a china cabinet, and she had all the little ornaments and things in. And I only know it as Blue Willow, but I'm going to say Blue Willow. It could have been something different. But she had a full, complete dinner set in this china cabinet. And it was
Lovely.
absolutely beautiful in this cabinet. And she got the little keys, and she made sure that when she just said, when them little come, she made sure she got the keys out so they couldn't go in. Kiddies, so they couldn't go into this china cabinet. Right, thank you, Karen, because she's a lovely, sweet lady, but she loves seeing the kids and everything. I've got to say that, and she's telling me she did, but she didn't like them touching her special stuff. Can you understand, sweetheart? Don't touch that, but that was special to her. And if she had an ornament out, she didn't like them touching that. They could play with things. She weren't mean, but she had special things and she didn't like them touching. And there were some things in that china cabinet, sweetheart. I hope you can remember this, because she said she had some little things in what went missing. Only little things. It was nothing to do with a dinner set, but a couple of little things went missing. She's talking about that. And she's on about, all right, sweetheart, thank you. So you can understand an all, darling, where she would have put some, I'd do it, you shouldn't, but you put some money in a jar or something to save. I know really old, my nan and that used to put money in tea caddies, renting one, bill money in another. But this was saving. She was saving for something, and she'd put some money in there, darling, because she didn't always, she just said, I didn't always believe in them banks. So she weren't one for all that. I think she thought that they were taking her money, not saving it for her. And she's making this, telling me about this, darling. But she did like a tea in a cup and saucer. She says, that's all right, thank you. I know I was putting it in, but she says, I did like my tea in a cup and saucer, bless her. Oh, and she says, God, I've not had that. Dundee cake. What's a Dundee cake?
It's a fruit cake, a Scottish fruit cake.
Whiskey.
Well, I'm Scottish. I should have known.
It's It's got to
Oh, it's
be
got the
made
nuts on
in.
top, right dark.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
It's got to be made in Dundee.
Yeah. And she's talking about she would have had a cup of tea, darling, and a piece of this Dundee cake. If it's not Dundee cake, I apologise, but I know it's very dark and it's fruit. Money under the mattress. Mark Stewart's auntie did that.
Tea had to be orange in colour. Wow. How do you
Well, I
get
just
orange
know that's what she
tea?
had, and she always had to have a piece. Bless her, she always had to have a piece of cake as well, and she always had one in the kitchen. If anybody come, I'm not saying Dundee cake, but she always had a cake done as something in the kitchen. If anybody comes, she'd like to know that they had a drink with a piece of cake. Bless her, and she's just given me a sandwich, egg and cress. So I know egg and cress she would like as well, darling. She said because it was soft on it, bless her, she's just said on my gums. So she must have had either false teeth or her teeth weren't very good. I know, Tony, I'm sorry. But she likes soft things, if you can understand, darling. Because she's talking about this as well. Oh, I don't like that. Can you understand where somebody has Bovril in hot water? I've had Oxo, but this is more Bovril. I can't see, Tony, can you? False teeth. Sorry, Tony. But
Well, you don't like them either, Jean.
I know I don't. Because I've got Bovril and in warm water.
Mm-hmm.
I know my dad had Oxos with bread in, but this is Bovril, I know it is. All right, because they're giving me that as well, darling. Okay, there's a memory for you. And she's just saying about, I'll do it when they take me around houses. She's taking me into your bedroom, sweetheart, okay? And I don't know if you've got a little patch of damp at top near your window or something. I don't know, I'm pointing up, she can't see me, can she? Up at your window or something, we want at bedrooms, darling, or bathroom, but I do feel it's your bedroom. And it's nothing major, but you've just noticed it. A little black spot coming. Okay, she's mentioned that as well. You can understand where somebody's talking about having work done around the house or outside the house, because she's talking about that as well.
What's Bovril? It's like a gravy drink that you can put hot water with. You buy the Bovril in a jar and you put it in a cup, put a teaspoon in the cup and add hot water to it and melt it down and drink it.
It's yeast extract, isn't it?
It is, yeah, yeast extract, yeah, from the beef.
Called
It's like,
Vegemite
yeah,
in other places.
that's it, Michael. Beef flavoured tea,
So
if you like that
Karen,
sort of thing.
don't think it's for you anymore, sweetheart. That's fine. You take what you can, darling. That's fine. But can somebody else take the other bit, please? Because this is coming in as well, but I still feel I'm with that lady. But if you can't take it, darling, then I don't want you to take somebody else's message.
It's an alternative to Marmite. Yeah, perhaps. I agree, Stacey. It's like drinking beef gravy. Don't like it.
I like my gravy. I just haven't had this. But I'll just go on a little bit more with this lady because she's still here and she's still making reference to this. Okay. I don't know if she managed to get to a bungalow, or she wanted a bungalow, because she's talking about that as well. That she would have liked a bungalow, or she did live in a bungalow. But she said she didn't want to go into an home. I do know that. Okay. If she did, then that can't be helped. Nobody can help it. We can promise things, but it might not come. We can hold that promise. So nobody has to feel guilty for that. So I don't want nobody feeling guilty for that, because nobody can. But she's mentioning this. But like I said, she's mentioning that bit in the bedroom. So it could be just a little tile or something. Like I said, it's nothing major. She's also, all right, darling. She liked to be in the garden, she's telling me. And she'd even go in the garden when it was cold, she'd wrap up. So she didn't always like to be in the house. When she could, she did go out when she was a bit younger. She's making reference to that as well. But she said it was nice to be out when she could get out. Okay, she's talking about post office. So I don't know if there's still a post office book. But she's talking about post office. So there might be, I hope somebody can understand the rest of this, because she's talking about.
Nothing's coming up.
There's nothing coming up, sweetheart.
Tracy. We keep jumping back then, aren't we? We're going so far and then jumping.
Mhm.
Right? Can you understand the post office book, please? Then Tracy, because if it's for you, look, I'm going to leave it at that. Never heard of those before, Bovril. And Tony, I'm going to leave it with the post office book because I've got a post office book. It's a
We've got
savings
time
book,
for it.
isn't it?
It is,
Used to
yeah.
go and put money in at post office.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah.
And the Bovril. We've jumped back
Yeah.
again. Another message. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've jumped back a
Tracy,
message.
if you don't mind, love, can I just leave it there with you, darling, and say good night and God bless and thank you? Oh, you can take the post office book.
Yeah, but this lady couldn't take the Bovril, I don't think.
No.
I think
couldn't.
if you go back through.
No, she couldn't.
Well, I know it's,
Right.
I don't like leaving things halfway, but
Mhm.
I'm going to leave it with the post office book. If you all can get any more with it, then do so, because they can get the first, but then I've got a post office book. Unless the ones who could take it up to that can take it, but the post
Take
office
that and
book's
then-
about, the
Yeah.
post office book is somewhere.
Mhm.
You might have to ask somebody older than yourself, but it is somewhere, the post office book.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
Because
just
Jack
I'm
the
just
Claws
smiling here.
being Lancaster Dairy Queen.
I'm just smiling because Tracy Janes just said, please tell them to go away, give somebody else a chance.
I know I've seen that.
Ed,
This is
can
why
you
we
let the
can work.
cat out, please? Sorry, he's
Oh.
wrapped around my legs. Sorry, my
I'm going
cat's
to
wrapped
leave
around
it
me.
there because I do think
Yeah.
the person who could take it up to the little damp piece, if it's not in their house, I don't know who it was who could take it up to there. If it's not in their house, it is in somebody else's house.
Right.
And they will find the other. If they could take all that, they'd find the other.
Rena's in
Canada.
She doesn't know what Bovril is, but if you know what a yeast extract is, like Vegemite or Marmite, it's that type of stuff, Rena. It's thick,
Yeah.
tarry stuff, and you spread it on bread. It's horrible.
Well, I didn't think Bovril would cause a Q&A, did you?
No.
There you go.
We
Yeah,
have
the
got
person who
time
could
for a
take it
quick
up to
one.
that, would you please
Was
take it?
Karen.
Because I know you'll find
That was
Karen.
Karen.
If it's not in
Right.
your room, darling, it's somebody else's. There's damp in the shed. I don't want to go with that, darling, because they'd show me a bedroom. Unless you put your hubby's bed in shed. You never know. But
No.
take it with you, sweetheart. See if you can find what I've told you. All right, and I'll leave it with you, darling. Good night, God
You've
bless.
got time for a really quick one if you want. But my voice
Uh,
I'm sorry. I do apologise for everything what I'm just going to say now, but it's going round my head, and it's a gentleman who's I'm going very quick. I'm doing this. It's because he's doing that song, "Roll Me Over."
In the clover,
it.
roll me over, lay me down and do it again.
Oh, I didn't say that. I only did first two bits. Irene.
Well, it could be rolling in the grass. It could be picking flowers, whatever.
Because I've got that going round in my head, and this gentleman's a right character, but I'm going to leave it there because he'll say some things and I'll not be quick enough and it'll come out. So
Right.
it might even be with Tracy again.
Yeah, you're getting lots of laughs. You're getting lots of laughs, Jean.
I don't know
Right.
where it is. I know I can be a bit naughty, but I'm not that bad, surely.
Well, no, but it's funny you should say that because the gentleman that I've got is giving me all them naughty songs as well. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering
He
if we've
makes
got
his
the
own
same.
up. He makes his own
Yes.
words up.
See, even Amanda's at it. Amanda Hurst roll me over in the clover. Yeah. And then the other one that he's giving me is she'll be coming round the mountain when she comes.
He's rude. It can be rude.
Yes, he's very rude.
But in a nice way.
Yes,
He doesn't
he's
anybody.
He's got a lovely personality, and he's really likes to have a laugh and a joke, and he's really full of fun and full of life. That's how he was when he was on Earth, and they don't change when they're in.
Show me a picture at Bovril.
Oh, don't want to see that, thank you.
I wish I'd never said Bovril. It's got
Jackie, look what I was asking.
a lot. Don't know
All
what
right.
Bovril is.
And Rena was asking.
But
Right.
quickly, I know I read
Uh,
about this song, but he's just come back because he said it even sounded better when his mates were there and they'd had a drink.
Right. We've got Michelle Louise Thomas. Me in the Clover was what my dad used to say, but it wasn't Roll Me Over. It was Roll Me Over on the buses.
Oh,
So,
we should
right.
not
So,
say buses because
but it's what
I
she's
know
written.
there was a club trip or a man's trip
Yeah.
where it all got a bit out of hand at times.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but he's coming in and he's just coming. Somebody's put my mind, and he's just jumped in. I do apologise, Tony. I am going to give it to Irene, but Irene did say them naughty words at the end. Can I
I
just say to
did.
everybody?
But they're all
Oh,
laughing, so they're
God.
not naughty.
But it's as if I've got, you know, like Benny Hill with them songs as well, that type. You
Yeah.
know, chasing somebody around a tree and all that. Somebody who's just game for a laugh and do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Michelle says it thinks
Michelle
it's
thinks
definitely
it's
her
her dad.
dad.
Well, Michelle,
Yeah.
if it's your dad, darling, I'd go out with him. Well, I would have gone out with him any night for a good night because he had a right sense of humour and he had everybody laughing. And oh, bless. Somebody fell over a bush. Irene, I'm going to you because he's going to get me into trouble. Because he's
Right.
just telling me
Okay.
what he's just saying about, you know, in a bush. Not rude.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Having to relieve himself.
Yes.
I'm leaving it because I
Right.
get into trouble.
Right. He's talking about.
Noted.
Thanks, Jean. He's talking about this bus trip. And I know that certain gentlemen used to go once a year down to the coast, and it was all gentlemen, and the ladies used to go at a different time. And this was one of those. This is one of those trips yet to the army camp every year. I was just about to say, Michelle, that I'd got a military man as well, so this is where he gets his sense of humour from. But he's a lovely, lovely man. And he likes to make everybody laugh. And I'm not using the swear words that he's trying to make me say, because I don't use that sort of language. But you understand that he would use some very naughty words, and it'd be sort of. All right. Well, he's saying he's saying that he'd like to get together with Roy Chubby Brown, and we all know the sort of humour he has. Well, I don't do that sort of humour, but I'll go with him. Right.
No, I did
Now
get
then,
Benny Hill, which is a bit more softer.
yeah, well, behave yourself, sir. Behave yourself. Right.
Michelle, he did actually have to relieve himself, and a few men did love it in a bush. I've got to tell you.
Yes. Yes. And mum and dad went to Blackpool. Right. Okay. So you would understand, sweetheart, if they went to Blackpool, where another coach trip was arranged, and somebody, like Jean said, had to go and do certain things, but the wind of the sea brought it back to him in his face.
I'm glad
And
Irene's saying some of these and not me.
and
Usually
that's as far as I'm going with that. I'm not going to say anything else. But he's laughing about it because, and this is what he used to do. He'd make everybody laugh, but there was also a sadness in him as well. And sometimes he'd do the laughter because he was a little bit sad as well. Sometimes he missed his army buddies when he came out of the army. And I don't know if he's which regiment he was with, but would you understand where it at the side of the road? Yeah. Would you understand where this gentleman, my darling, missed his army buddies when he came out of the army, and he got a little bit of depression because he's really sort of that's where all this started off, because he actually wanted to be good with people, which he was, but he very often laughed and made people laugh because he was crying inside, if you understand that, sweetheart. And he had some depression that he covered very well, and he's saying that my family never knew, but I missed the army. I had to come out and I didn't want to. Royal Welsh Fusiliers, right? Okay, that's fine, my love. That's absolutely fine. Anyway, he wants to give you a great big kiss and a great big hug, sweetheart. And he comes with all the love in the world for you. And he's saying, if you suddenly hear something or see something, it's only him trying to get your attention, sweetheart. That's all. He's such a lovely, lovely fella. He really is. Absolutely, he's got a heart of gold. And he's saying there's somebody down here that's like him. Right. Your brother was too, and he was also a soldier. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Well, I don't know if these two gentlemen are together, but whatever he does it for his family, and he's watching you, sweetheart. He's with you all the time because he wants to keep an eye on you. Okay, because he can't. He wants to keep an eye on you to try and help you through what you're going through. Okay, sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I've got to be aware of time. So I'm going to leave it there, darling. And he just wants to say how much he loves you. Oh, and he's giving you a healing blanket, sweetheart. And he's going to come in visitation and see you, darling. And I'm going to say good night and God bless and thank you for working with me.
2 minutes, Tony, because everybody says they've got a Del boy, but can I say he's talking about Arthur Daly? You know, Minder.
Yeah.
He's saying he had a mate who were like Arthur Daly, and that's the Minder.
Yeah.
All right, you
Yeah.
can understand, sweetheart, where somebody would have had the trilbies, aren't they, them hats?
Yeah,
That
they
type
are.
of hat, darling, you can understand somebody who had that. And he did leave quite a few bits behind, all right, a watch and just little bits and bobs. He says they didn't mean a lot, but there were bits and bobs left. But he's talking about the good old days where they all went off and had the thing. And honest, I'd love to have gone in one of his club nights because they were fantastic. But I've got to say, he's just said, remember September. And it's just said September, November, December. So them 3 months mean something to you, sweetheart. And I want to give you 2:10. I'm going. I want to give you 2:10, darling. I don't know if it's afternoon or morning. Is making reference to that. That means something. And I've also just got to give you quickly. Oh God, what do I call them? Lilies. I've got to give you the lilies. All right, darling, quickly. And he's just saying a night and God bless and keep your pecker up.
Naughty.
I weren't being naughty, me.
No, this chap is, because I was just going to say Irene's cat's doing her head in, and he was nearly saying a Mrs. Slocum.
Well, it's just reference, as Jean was giving that, it's just reference to me, that television programme, Some Mothers Do Have Them. Which, so anyway.
Because a few people have said they missed the photos, what I might do is, instead of running the end credits, I will run it again if you want.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Comment. I can see your comment, Carol. We haven't got a service tomorrow. We will be doing one on Thursday afternoon if people want again at 1 o'clock. Then we'll be back Friday. But Wednesday night and Thursday night, there will be services from our other churches in Bridlington and Littleport. Littleport is a hoot. If Reverend
Amanda Hurst, let's watch the mums.
I will play the mums again as the closing credits after Jean and Irene have said the closing prayer.
We hope you're out of hospital, darling, Tracy. Next
yeah. Let's hope you are. Thursday afternoon, Tracy, 1 o'clock, and then we're back on Friday, aren't we, Tony? At 7. Right? Can we all bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for a wonderful service. Thank you for allowing our guides, our friends, our families, and all our loved ones to come through with messages of proof of life everlasting. And on this special Mother's Day, May we say a prayer for all mothers everywhere, whether these be spirit side or earth side, and wish them all well for the future. And as I close the veil between the two worlds, could I please ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every person that's been with us this evening? Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen. Good night, everybody. God bless. See you soon.
Good night, everybody. Take care. Till we meet again.
Mums, all your photos are coming up now. See you soon.
Thank you, Tony.
God bless.